what's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday already. The week's going by pretty quick. Let's take a look here at some of the things going on today. If you're paying attention in the markets, actually kind of a lot going on. Fairly quiet day. If we take a look at the Nasdaq, or I'm sorry, let's get that on the screen for you. There you go. That's the Dow. So the Dow's been lagging behind a little bit. Not a big fan of the Dow here lagging behind. That continues today. We went over yesterday all the different symbols in the Dow that were sort of weak and not really participating. So, you know, something to keep focused on there. If we take a look at the Nasdaq, actually the Nasdaq 100 was higher by 31 today. The Nasdaq composite, sorry about that. The Nasdaq composite was actually hit new highs. So let me see if I can pull that up for you. The Nasdaq composite, all new highs, so that becomes the first index besides the Russell 2000, the first of the three to make it back to those highs. Looking pretty sweet there. So tech we'll go over in just a minute, but a big focus on tech today. S&P 500 continues to move above this range really cautiously. Not a whole lot going on there, and really low volume. So that kind of holds that back there. The Russell 2000, of course, if you're paying attention, unbelievably strong. Looking really strong there. So we finished the day with the Dow lower by 13. S&P gained 2. The Nasdaq 100 was higher by 31. Big focus today in the tech space. You got Amazon higher, new highs, actually almost 2% higher on the day. Unbelievable breakout there on Amazon. A lot of the FANG names really was where the excitement was. Netflix got a lot of the news attention. They're going to be added to the S&P 100. Not the S&P 5, the S&P 100 they're going to be added to. So that got some attention there. Pretty interesting. Also Apple, if you follow along with that one was up about 1% as well. Just continuing to do well. I don't really have many negative things to say there. In the Nasdaq, by the way, let's see, how did we finish the day? We finished the day, Mylan we'll get to in a second, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, just a lot of stocks over 1%. So a big day for stocks over 1%, looking really good there. Let's go to Mylan. That's your big leader in the S&P and the Nasdaq. A couple things going on here. So they are a generic drug company. They did get approval on, I forget what they call it. They call it Fulphila. Oh, that's clever. That's the first time I said that. Fulphila is their drug, which is a competitor of Neulasta. So if you're familiar with those cancer infection drug space, that's where that comes from. But that was a good start. However, the technical traders today noticed the break of this downtrend here. And so for the short term, what that forces anyone to do that is short that stock is to cover that position. So the stock basically held up, holding on to most of its gains for the day because of that short covering. Wasn't a lot of buying going on in there, more of a short covering thing and a day trading thing there as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, Twitter. So Twitter was in the news today. Twitter's going to be added to the S&P 500 by Thursday. That will take the place of Monsanto. All right, so no longer Monsanto. You're going to get, Twitter in the news there, and the stock loved it today. The stock was higher by 5%. Look at this run over the last few days if you're following along there. Since the beginning of May, the stock is higher by almost 40%, and 10% of it has come in just the last 2 days there. So incredible what Twitter's doing there stock-wise. Now, from a technical perspective, you're going to have a lot of traders going, that's too far, too fast. That stock needs to take a break or pull back. I don't know, a couple other things. Starbucks down 2.5% on the day. Howard Shultzs is dropping out to run for president. He didn't officially say that, but he is going to do that. It's one of those sort of will he, won't he things, but he's he's going to. He already started making jabs at a few people, including the existing president. So it is widely speculated that he's going to run for president. What else do we have here? Brazil. Look, this is the bad thing. If you're focused in on the rest of the world, right? What could possibly go wrong? You've got Brazil. You've got, let me see here. Why won't it come up? My chart is frozen there for just a minute. Let's go E. Yeah, for some reason it won't pop up for me. Brazil, a big one today. Big loser, down 4%. And then Petrobras, if you follow that from Brazil, down 4% as well. Brazil, Venezuela, Italy seems like it was not really that big of a deal. You've got a lot of countries out there that at the moment, even Russia, they're not getting the attention of sort of all this weakness, but they are quite weak. Let me see. Let me go real quick. No, it just won't load. Wrong symbol. Okay, anyways, so that's something to keep an eye on. What else? Bitfinex, the exchange called Bitfinex. They were hacked. Big cyber attack on that exchange. If you use that exchange to trade your Bitcoin currencies, they were hacked and had to shut down for a while. So I would expect to see more of that. What else do we have? Kate Spade. I know her name wasn't Kate Spade, but the original founder of Kate Spade, her first name was Kate, I guess hung herself. Suicide in New York. So Kate Spade as a brand actually is owned by, what is it? Not Nordstrom. The other nice one. I can't think of it at the moment. They're owned by somebody else. Kate Spade sold out a long time ago. They still have lots of stores and stuff, but unfortunately she hung herself. At least that's what it looks like now. And lastly, in San Francisco, more interesting things out of California. They're voting today, I believe, to ban menthol cigarettes and then those fruity flavored e-cigarettes. And chances are that is going to go through because it's California. That's what they do. So Philip Morris on the day down by 1%, and Altera actually got a little gain of about 0.5%. So we'll find out what happens with them on that one. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Going to wrap it up pretty quick. There's just not much else I want to talk about. Let's look at bonds, a little perk up there. Of course, tech, that's the big sector. Everybody's excited about tech. Most people, most of the analysts on Wall Street right now think that that's where the next rally is going to come from again. So we'll see what happens there. Banks continue to just fly under the radar. Not much going on. And then earnings for the most part is done. A couple stocks reporting after the close. Nothing interesting. So we'll wrap it up there. And that's all I have for you. Yeah? Talk to you later. Have a good day.